TinkerCAD tips. Today I'm going to throw out a little bit about the custom font shape generator. And instead of focusing on making just one thing, I'm going to make three things here. So this tutorial is probably going to be two parts. In part one here, I'll show how to make this using a custom font we find on the web. And from that, I'm going to make this key fob, like you see here, this straw topper with the hole in it, and then this over here, which is meant to go like on your charger cord for your phone. It'll be printed in two parts. The cord goes in between, and this has sort of a beveled slide lock on it here. Let's move back out here. Let's grab all of this with the Control A. Slide this up out of the way. All right, this is all going to start with the custom font shape generator, and we can find that over here by clicking on Search Shapes. And you're just going to type in custom font, hit enter. And what you're looking for is this one right here, this green. And we're going to drag that out. Now, in this example, I'm going to do both upper and lower text, upper and lower case. So we're just going to type in the word TinkerCAD here. Now, what we're going to use here is this portion of this shape generator where we bring in a picture. Essentially, it's looking for an SVG, but it's going to be an SVG of a font that we've downloaded. So to find our font, we're going to come over here to dafont.com, and I've shown this site before. And I looked through a few, and I found this one here called the Golden Blade. And I had clicked on download, and I got this, and I saved the zip file. You can see here I have that zip file. I unzipped that. That created a folder with this TTF in it. From there, I went over to convertio.co, not .com, convertio.co, click Choose Files. I selected that TTF. I came over here to this drop-down, and under Image, I selected SVG. I clicked Convert, and then I was able to download that, and that left me with this here, this SVG. Now, the one thing you have to watch for is your resulting SVG needs to be under 400K or 40 meg. This one happens to be well under that. So we're going to jump back over here to TinkerCAD. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to click on that. There's my SVG. And you have to give TinkerCAD a moment, and that's going to change to the font that we had selected. For now, I'm going to turn this to white. Well, let's make it light blue. I'm going to zoom out here. Holding Alt and Shift, I'm going to scale that in just a little bit. Something a little bit more reasonable. There we go. Now, the next part of this is making the background and the outline, and for that, we have to convert this into yet another SVG. So while this is selected, I'm going to make sure that it's on the work plane. I'm going to hit D to drop. Make sure it's on the work plane, because that's what's going to be saved to the SVG. I'm going to click on Export, SVG. I'm going to call it Custom Font Shape Generator 1. I'm going to click Save. Let's close this dialog for now. Now we need to bring that back in. I'm going to click on Import, choose a file. We're going to bring in that SVG. I'm going to click on Arc, because I want just the Arc part of it. Click on Import. There's our imported version. Let's go ahead and change that to like a dark blue. Now, because this is an SVG, we have this additional dialog over here. So the first thing I want to do is increase the quality. And on fill mode here, I'm going to change this to outer line. Corners I want to be round. And I'm going to set the line width to about 8. We want a pretty wide background here. Once it's done, it'll look like that. I'm going to go ahead and change the height on this for now to just 2 millimeters. Now, here's kind of the tricky part. I'm going to not only convert this SVG, I'm going to change this into yet another SVG. So again, while this is on the work plane, I'm going to click Export, SVG, and this time I want to call it Custom Font Shape Generator 2. Click Save. Go to Import again, choose a file. Go to grab number 2. Click on just Art. Click on Import. When that's done, it'll look like this. Let's also change that to that dark blue. All right, we're going to change the quality on this, max that out. I'm going to change the height to 2. Now on this one, I want to change this to be a silhouette. This is what's going to fill in all of these holes up here on this one. So we have that. While I have that selected, I'm going to hit Control D. Let's bring this out. I want to change this to white. And on this one, I'm going to change this to an inner line. Corners round. Line width 1. All right, now I'm going to take these two here. L for alignment. It's a line down the middle this direction, a line this direction. Right, I'm going to select the two of those. I'm going to union group them. I can click up here or Control G. There we go. Now on this one here, let's raise it up a little bit. Let's come back here and raise this up a little bit. Let's select all of these. I'm going to click L for align. Going to align that direction and that direction. All right, there we have the 3 parts that are a basis for what we're going to work on here. If I hit W real quick and put the work plane on top of that blue part, I can then drop these down to that plane on top of it. I can set the heights of these. For instance, let's make this one 1 millimeter high. Let's make the lettering 2 millimeters high. There's what we have so far. Right, I'm going to continue this in part 2. This is the end of part 1. We have the basis of the 3 projects we're working on here, so we have a great start. As always, like, follow, repost. If you want, drop me some comments here. That's good for the algorithm. And until then, until I see you next time, happy tinkering. Catch you in part 2.